So pseudocode is a style of writing algorithms that the idea of it is that any programmer, whatever language you know, can read pseudocode and adapt that code into your language. So it isn't specific to any language and it's meant to be simple. There also isn't one way of writing pseudocode. Okay, but to a programmer, all it is, it's a way of breaking down the logic. Just like flowcharts, it's trying to give the logic some structure. So if I want to, I don't know, make a cup of tea, the first step will be boil the kettle. If I want to make a programmable calculator, the first step might be ask the user for a number. That's the idea. So you're just breaking down the logic. If you don't know how to write something in pseudocode, just write, like, for example, if I was like, oh, I don't know, I want something to repeat 4 times, write repeat 4 times. If you're unsure, it's better to write it more like structured English. Okay, so my tips for pseudocode, as you're writing it, which you'll do lots in computer science, anything that's a key, what I describe as a key component, so an input, an output, a while loop, a for loop, an if statement, etc., I would make sure they're all in capitals because it makes them stand out, and I describe that as good practice. Okay, and then finally, if you're using something like a loop or an if statement, it's really good practice to what we call end constructs. Okay, so some of these key parts in your program. If you take this example down here, you see here they've got a while loop. Don't worry about what the while loop's doing; that's not important. But you can see they've got a while loop and they've got something there that's suggesting you might want to do. You can see further down, you end the while loop. That is just good practice because it makes it really clear to anybody reading your pseudocode when the loop ends. Because I know some of you will probably be working with, say, Python. Python, the things that are indented after the while loop are the things that are part of the while loop. And when that indent ends, the loop ends. Not all languages follow the same structure like that. Not all languages require indents. So that's why it's better practice on pseudocode to end your constructs. Okay, and make everything else in capitals. And other than that, it's essentially like programming, but don't worry about the syntax. Don't worry about, oh, I need a semicolon here, I need a semicolon there. You're just trying to make sure that line is readable to another programmer.